Welcome back to our channel, where we discuss the most pressing issues of our time. Today, we'll be diving into the world of alternative fuel sources and exploring the pros and cons of using them. Please smash the like button, and subscribe if not already. Then, take your note and make sure you listen to the end. As we all know, the world is facing a climate crisis, and the use of fossil fuels is one of the major contributors to greenhouse gas emissions. Alternative fuel sources offer a promising solution to this problem, but they also come with their own set of advantages and disadvantages. So, let's get started. Let's start with electricity. One of the major advantages of using electricity as a fuel source is that it produces zero emissions at the point of use. It can also be generated from renewable sources like solar, wind, and hydropower, making it a more sustainable choice. However, it depends on the availability and reliability of the electric grid, and the energy storage technology is still developing, and batteries can be expensive. Moving on to hydrogen, another alternative fuel source. It also produces zero emissions at the point of use and can be produced from a variety of sources, including renewable energy. It can be used in a variety of applications, including transportation and stationary applications. However, the production of hydrogen can be energy-intensive and expensive. Also, specialized infrastructure is required for storage and transportation, and safety concerns with storing and handling hydrogen exist. Natural gas is another alternative fuel source with lower emissions than gasoline or diesel when burned. It has an abundant domestic supply in some areas, and it can be used in a variety of applications, including transportation and stationary applications. However, it still emits greenhouse gases when burned. Extraction and transportation can lead to methane leaks, which is a potent greenhouse gas. Also, concerns about the impact of hydraulic fracking, on water and air quality exist. Finally, let's talk about biodiesel. It is a renewable and biodegradable fuel that can be produced domestically, reducing dependence on foreign oil. It can be used in existing diesel engines with minimal modifications. However, its production can compete with food crops for land and resources, and the energy-intensive production process can be problematic. Additionally, it can contribute to deforestation and habitat loss if feedstocks are not sustainably sourced. Please smash that like button now. So, there you have it, folks, the pros and cons of using alternative fuel sources. While they offer a promising solution to the world's energy needs, it's crucial to weigh the pros and cons and choose the most sustainable and feasible alternative fuel source for the application at hand. Absolutely. Here are some additional points to consider when discussing the pros and cons of alternative fuel sources. Electricity. In addition to being a cleaner fuel source, electricity can also be more efficient than traditional fuels. For example, electric motors can convert up to 90% of the energy they receive into useful work, whereas internal combustion engines typically convert only 20 to 30% of their fuel's energy into work. While the availability and reliability of the electric grid is a concern, advancements in smart grid technology are helping to improve the grid's stability and flexibility. Energy storage technology is rapidly improving, and new battery chemistries and designs are making electric vehicles more affordable and practical for everyday use. Hydrogen. Hydrogen can be produced using renewable energy sources like wind and solar, which can help to reduce its carbon footprint. Hydrogen fuel cell vehicles have longer driving ranges and shorter refueling times than battery electric vehicles, making them more practical for long-distance travel. While hydrogen is safe when handled properly, storing and transporting it can be more challenging than other fuels due to its low density and high flammability. Natural gas. Natural gas can be used as a bridge fuel to transition from fossil fuels to renewable energy sources. It produces about half the greenhouse gas emissions of coal when burned, making it a cleaner alternative. Natural gas vehicles are quieter and emit fewer pollutants than diesel or gasoline vehicles, making them a popular choice for transit fleets. Methane leaks from natural gas extraction and transportation can contribute significantly to global warming, making it important to reduce these leaks through improved monitoring and leak detection technologies. Biodiesel. Biodiesel can be made from a variety of feedstocks, including waste vegetable oil, algae, and even animal fat, making it a versatile and sustainable fuel source. Biodiesel is biodegradable and non-toxic, making it safer for the environment than traditional diesel fuel. Biodiesel can provide economic benefits to rural communities by creating jobs and reducing dependence on foreign oil. In summary, while each alternative fuel source has its own set of advantages and disadvantages, they all offer a promising path towards a more sustainable and low-carbon energy future. By continuing to research, invest, and innovate in these areas, we can help to reduce our carbon footprint and build a more resilient and equitable energy system. Sure, here are some additional points to consider when discussing the pros and cons of alternative fuel sources. Electricity. In addition to powering vehicles, electricity can also be used to heat buildings and power appliances. Switching to electric heating and appliances can help to reduce greenhouse gas emissions from the building sector. The adoption of electric vehicles, EVs, is increasing rapidly, with some countries setting ambitious targets for phasing out gas-powered cars entirely. This transition to EVs has the potential to reduce air pollution and improve public health. While the cost of electricity can vary depending on the source and location, overall, it tends to be cheaper than traditional fossil fuels in many regions. Hydrogen. Hydrogen fuel cells can be used for stationary power applications, such as backup generators, and can help to reduce greenhouse gas emissions in the energy sector. Hydrogen can be stored and transported as a gas or liquid, providing flexibility for different use cases. The production of hydrogen can be energy-intensive and expensive, but innovations in production methods are helping to reduce these costs. Natural gas. Natural gas can be used in combination with renewable energy sources like wind and solar to provide a more stable and reliable energy supply. Natural gas power plants can be built relatively quickly and have low capital costs compared to other energy sources. Despite its lower emissions compared to coal, natural gas still emits significant amounts of greenhouse gases, particularly methane leaks during extraction and transportation. Biodiesel. Biodiesel can be blended with traditional diesel fuel in varying percentages, providing a flexible and scalable alternative fuel source. The production of biodiesel from waste feedstocks can help to reduce waste and improve resource efficiency. The use of biodiesel can help to reduce dependence on foreign oil, which can have geopolitical and economic benefits. Overall, while each alternative fuel source has its own set of advantages and disadvantages, they all represent viable pathways towards a more sustainable and low-carbon energy future. The key is to continue to research, innovate, and invest in these areas to help drive down costs and improve efficiency. By doing so, we can help to accelerate the transition to a more sustainable energy system and mitigate the impacts of climate change. Sure, here are some more points to consider when discussing the pros and cons of alternative fuel sources. Electricity. The adoption of electric vehicles can reduce dependence on foreign oil, providing greater energy security for countries. Renewable energy sources like wind and solar can provide a nearly limitless supply of electricity, reducing concerns over resource depletion and price volatility. The deployment of electric vehicle charging infrastructure can create new business opportunities and jobs in the energy and transportation sectors. Hydrogen. Hydrogen can be produced using excess renewable energy during periods of low demand, helping to reduce curtailment and waste. Hydrogen fuel cell technology can be used to power a variety of applications beyond just vehicles, including buses, trains, and even ships and airplanes. The use of hydrogen in fuel cell vehicles can reduce dependence on fossil fuels and their associated price volatility. Natural gas. Natural gas can be used to generate electricity during periods of high demand, helping to prevent blackouts and brownouts. Natural gas can also be used to produce fertilizer and other chemicals, which can have important economic and social benefits. The extraction and transportation of natural gas can have negative impacts on local communities and the environment, particularly if not properly regulated. Biodiesel. The use of biodiesel can reduce greenhouse gas emissions from transportation, helping to mitigate the impacts of climate change. Biodiesel can be used in existing diesel engines without the need for expensive modifications, making it an easy and cost-effective alternative fuel. The production of biodiesel can require significant amounts of water and land, which can have negative environmental impacts if not managed sustainably. Overall, alternative fuel sources offer a range of benefits and drawbacks that depend on factors like geography, technology, and policy. By carefully weighing the pros and cons of each option, we can make informed decisions about how to transition to a more sustainable and resilient energy system. That's all for today's video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel to stay up to date with the latest discussions on the most pressing issues of our time. Thank you for watching.